All right, y'all. I'm back. Let's go ahead and talk about what are we talking about, y'all? Oh, Oliver's show. Listen, I'm behind. It's partly my fault. It's kind of not my fault because they were behind uploading the episode 2. And then I looked up, girl, episode 3 was already up, and now episode 4 is about to be up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until they upload episode 4, and then I'm just going to do 3 and 4 together. Yeah. So, but I have episode 2 right now. We're going to make this real quick. Oliver was almost late to the airport. He overslept. Girl, y'all, can I say something for some of y'all? Y'all be waiting till the day of to pack. Now, while I'm still packing, because usually what happens is I still have like my skincare products and all that stuff out that I'm using, in the morning before I leave. So I'll have to pack like little stuff like that up. But for the most part, after I've put that in my suitcase, all I gotta do is zip it up and walk about the door. Girl, Oliver started throwing his panties, girl, and tops in his suitcase the morning of. I said, girl, you ain't packed nothing. It's one thing coming back home. You can just throw that stuff in the suitcase and go on by your business if you want to. But even then, I don't even do. I got to start packing at least the night before if I know I'm leaving the next day. But girl, Oliver wasn't packing his panties until the day of the trip. I said, oh girl, y'all be waiting too late for me. I got to have my stuff already in the suitcase, and the last little bit of stuff that I have to put in my suitcase is going to be like I said, like my skincare, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? But that's going to take, 30 seconds to put in there, zip up the suitcase, and go on by my business. Anyways, Oliver, he talked too much. Oliver wants to talk to his Uber drivers. Me, I'm the complete opposite. I don't want Uber drivers, Lyft drivers to talk to me. Girl, just give me to where you need. Just give me to where I need to be. Girl, just concentrate on the road. We ain't gotta talk. Now I do hate when it's silent, like they don't even have music playing. And girl, at least put on a little Tony Braxton, a little Anita Baker. I mean, girl, if you want to, girl, throw some Meg. I mean, girl, put some Drake. Girl, you can put whatever you want to put on, girl. Put on Shania Twain. Girl, some Bollywood. I don't know, honey, but girl, put on something though. I hate when it's quiet in the Uber. That's the only thing. But don't talk to me, cause I'm okay. Oliver flew Frontier. I'm not mad at Oliver. Oliver said he had to pay for everybody. I guess like as far as like production, some of the camera crew, production, the team basically. Some of y'all think y'all too good to fly Frontier. Look, let me tell you something. As long as I can get there and get there safely, girl, we gonna fly Frontier. We gonna fly Spirit. Girl, we gonna fly Delta, United. Girl, whoever got the cheapest ticket, girl. And if I feel like dealing with, sometimes I will say with Frontier is one of those airlines I will say that, girl, the only way I would fly them is if I'm only using like a personal bag or like a carry-on bag. I would not check in luggage to Frontier. I did that one time. Never again. I didn't get lost. It just was the check-in process was just a hot mess. Girl, this thing is cute. Ooh. I wish he was turning this way so y'all could have saw. Anyways, and then Spirit, I felt like we were flew Spirit because they were complaining about their bags. Now I've flown Spirit a good chunk of times, and I have checked in a bag more than a few times. And I will say every time I fly Spirit, it's not necessarily you gonna wait for your bags. I'll say the best thing to do when you fly Spirit or especially Frontier is just do a carry-on or just the personal bag that lets you have for free. Because if you check in a bag through Spirit, one time I waited almost like an hour. This is when I made it back home. I waited for almost an hour to get, not me, because it just wasn't me. We waited for almost an hour to get our luggage. When I say it was a disaster. And then sometimes when I'm flying, even when I'm going out of town, girl, and I arrive, it can take like 20 minutes just to get our luggage. That's a long time, especially girl. If you don't went out of town, honey, you trying to get in the streets and pussy pop and girl sleep with niggas and shit and do all the type of shit you supposed to do when you out of town. You know, some of y'all do y'all shit back at home. I do my hoe in the slut. Honey, I do my slut when I go out of town, honey. Y'all do y'all shit while y'all sleep, not me, honey. I come back home like I ain't did nothing. No, God, I'm just playing. Girl, that was back in the day. Theo. Theo, I guess, is the one who kind of, got the trip together. Theo thick. Hey, Theo. Theo is thick. I said, oh, Theo is a little thick. I said, that's what I like. Nicole, Darius, they have a conversation. She lets Darius know that she's not really feeling, I just told a lie. That her and Jay Twan had some words. Darius didn't know. But she lets him know that her and Jay Twan had some words. We're talking about the trip. Girl, Jay Twan said that, he's not opening up his legs. He might open something else. Baby, Miss Berlin said, honey, I don't mind. I'm open to opening my legs. I said, girl. Anyways, Shantae, she's an educator. She's the fun aunt. She's a family bartender. Darius is just like me. Darius said you'll never catch him running through an airport. Girl, I don't think I've ever ran through an airport because I always, for the most part, even the times where I'm pushing it, I've never. If I ran, I'm sure I probably ran. Girl, I probably have. I just don't remember. But that's why I try to give myself enough time. Even the times where I'm late, I've still made it to the gate. I've never missed a flight. Well, I did miss a flight one time. I just told another lie. Girl, I had a layover. It wasn't my fault. I think I was flying to Miami. And I hate, the cheapest ticket I found, it was American Airlines. And I had to fly from Houston to Dallas to Miami. And somehow, for whatever reason, the flight here was late. And so by the time we got to Dallas, because I was going to Miami, I don't know where everybody else is going. Girl, the flight had left. But that wasn't my fault, girl. It was the plane just didn't leave on time. And I think that was the last time I've ever done like a layover. The only time I do a layover, it has to be like hours in the middle. That layover, I think it was like an hour layover. You know what I'm saying? Like 45 minutes. It was something like that. But for the most part, I hate layovers anyways. I feel like layovers are stupid. If I'm flying within the country, especially, I don't see the point of a layover. Now I get, maybe if you're flying from one coast to the other, I guess if you're flying from like New York to California, then you probably may have to do a layover, especially, if it's cheaper that way. But for the most part, I hate layovers. Girl, I'm doing nonstop. Girl, once she in the air, once this plane hit the flow, I need to be getting my black ass off, girl, ready to dance and all whatever else I'm gonna do down here. Okay. I cringed I heard Jay Twan say it and Berlin say it. They kept referring to, I don't know if they were, I don't know. It sounded like it sounded like they were referring to everybody in Cancun, Mexico as Mexicans. Yeah. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all take it that way too? I kept thinking like, why do y'all keep calling the people in Cancun, Mexico Mexicans? And then Theo said that it was a third world country. Is it? I don't know. I ain't never heard no shit like that before. But I don't hear everything. I don't know everything. So y'all let me know. I said, hey, the girls is doing a lot on the YouTube. Okay, girl. Um, Oliver. Oliver was in a tub. Now I don't know if Oliver was playing with his pussy or girl playing with girl jacking off. But at one point, Oliver was laying in a tub. I don't know if he was trying to shoot a sexy scene, and it looked like Oliver was playing with his boonchie cat. And I said, "Hold up, this is a lot for YouTube. Hold up, what is Oliver doing?" It looked like his head. It looked like his eyes were rolling in the back of his head. The way his hand was positioned underneath the water, it looked like he could have been either playing with his boonchie cat or either girl doing a little strokey stroke. I said, girl, y'all should have reshot that. I said, don't use it because that looked like a lot. um, it looks like a lot of people went on the trip. It looks like a lot of people. It looks like a lot of people went on the trip. I was like, oh, Oliver has a cute, nice following. For people to go to Cancun, that's a cute little that's a nice little following for Oliver. So shout out to Oliver. It looked like I said, it looked like a lot of people were there. It sounds like it was a mess as far as like, I'll say this much. To Theo, in Theo's defense, I can understand how if you don't speak Spanish, just like if the person doesn't really speak good English, how something is bound to happen. So I don't know if everyone who Theo spoke with regarding transportation or just parts of the trip didn't speak English just as well as doesn't speak Spanish. So, but it sounds like, them arriving, they had to be at a certain terminal, and the way that it was communicated all wrong to some people. So that was a mess. But Darius also, it took him Darius was at the airport for 2.5 hours after he arrived. Girl, I would have been pissed. I would have been pissed. Bitch, if I just landed and I had to wait 2.5 hours, I was pissed the other night. I went to Vegas the other night to go see Usher, which is everything. If you have not seen Usher in concert, please go. I'm telling you, it's worth it. Um, I made it back home, and I don't know what was going on with Uber and Lyft, but it took me probably about 30 minutes to finally get a Lyft or Uber to pick me up from the airport. When I tell y'all I was heating, that was after 30 minutes. So you just imagine, girl, 2.5 hours, girl, I would have had smoke coming from my ears. Okay. Um, and that was pretty much it, girl. Oliver talked to his auntie about his mama, not him and his mama not really being in communication, and that was it. That was it. All right, y'all. Again, I'll be back with episodes 3 and 4, probably on Wednesday, because I think it comes out tomorrow. Whenever episode 4 comes on, I'll come back with 3 and 4. I'll just do that at one time. All right. Bye, y'all.